How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting it played with a little bit of Leviathan Wilds. So, of course, this is the core game, the main game. I do have the second expansion. Of course, the third expansion is up on crowdfunding right now. Link is down below if you want to go support that. I've currently already pledged, but we should also be getting the prototype in at some time in the future. So if you want to see that gameplay, make sure you hit subscribe. That way, when I go live with that, you will be able to see it. But we are going to be doing a true solo playthrough. I know a lot of the other channels I've looked at, most of them are doing two-handed. We're going to go ahead and do the true solo to show you guys how that works. As usual, I am doing this quickly off the cuff and probably will make rules mistakes. So let me know down in the comments what I make so others know not to make the same mistakes I make. But here we go. We are set up here for a solo game of Leviathan Wilds. I am going up against the third boss, so I have played the game before. It's just been a while, so I'm a little rusty. I think I played the first boss, but I figured let's play this third boss. He looks kind of cool. And here, for our heroes, we're playing Hazard and Fix. Good afternoon, David. Hazard here is a fearless brawler, dauntless and aggressive in equal measures. She is always ready to leap into the fray. After distinguishing herself in the Threshold City arena, she joined the climbing guild in hopes to find a proper challenge. So her mobility is low, her power is high, and her support is 2, which I guess is kind of the middle ground. She has the ability here, Shake It Off. She gets her -1 grip. She can block 1, and it's limited once per turn. And our second one here is Fix. He is the grizzled veteran, a fixture of the climbing guild since a youth. He has witnessed generations of change within the guild's strategy and mission. While the gear has gotten better and the training regimen's more refined, he's been around long enough to know when out to pull up some old tricks. So mobility 1, power 4, support 1. So we have 2 very powerful characters. That was probably a bad idea because when I was looking for the deck to mix in, I was kind of looking for an even range as well. This may or may not work out. He has the ability Hit It Harder. I get to apply +1 to all strikes and then limit once per turn during each of your activations. So let's get us something we can track that we have or have not done these. So these tokens are meant for other things, but we're going to use them as our once per activation, so we remember. All right. So to set up a solo game, what you're going to do is take both of your character cards. You're going to put them in here, and you're going to pick one class. The class that we picked, or I picked, was Roughneck. So like I said, Roughneck, mobility 2, power 2, support 2. No special rules, so it's one of the easier classes to add. Again, I didn't want to rack my brain too much today. And we're going to combine these all together. Our deck and our hand is shared between the 2 characters. So whatever cards we pull, we're allowed to play for each of them. If we run out of cards, it's the same as usual. We'll both fall. And then when we rest, we recover 7 cards. So normally when you rest, you recover all your cards. In this case, it is only 7. So how you play is we're going to be climbing up the Leviathan. We need to get to these different spots to be able to get rid of the blight that is on them. The green one is also going to cause us to take blight damage. And if our 2 tracks ever need to cross, that's a game over, right? If either one of our characters that happens. During the turn, we're going to reveal the threat. The threat's going to say what the Leviathan's going to do or is going to happen on its next turn. Right now, they're all on the purple side. They will eventually start flipping to the enraged side. So right now it says 0 enraged, 0 enraged, and then we flip 1 to enraged, 2 to enraged, 3, 4, and eventually all 5 will be enraged if we make it through that number of rounds. Then we're going to play our cards. Our hand size is 3, so we'll go ahead and draw the first 3 cards. And we have 2 things we can do with each card. 1, we can play the card for the action points. And then 2, we could play it for, as in any time, we can play the card to get the bottom action. So, for example, here, this one allows us to have 5 action points, which we could use to climb, jump, glide, strike. We can also rest, which, like I said, will get us 7 cards back, or we can mend, which will allow us to heal ourselves, right? There is no way to get rid of this, or at least there's cards that will, but like as a default action, there's no way to get rid of that. At any time, we can also forge, let go, and use skills. Those are free actions. They don't require action points to perform. The second thing is you have icons. In this particular case, what it means is that if we go through a spot that has a red, we don't have to take damage. This one here, always forget the yellow one. The yellow is difficult terrain, so we lose 1 grip if we go through difficult terrain normally. So with this, instead, we would not lose our grip. And then there is another one that has like the little blighted crystal symbol. So if that one's played, then we don't take the 1 blight damage that we would normally take by getting rid of the crystal. All right? So that's basically it. We're just going to keep doing that until hopefully we win. We can go pick up mushrooms, like I said, as a free action. Let go lets us drop down to the next section. So there's these little white lines. So it's an easy way to get all the way down. Unfortunately, when you let go, if you do pass through anything, for example, here, there's that yellow symbol, we would have to actually take that damage as well. All right, so we're going to reveal the threat. So our first threat is all triangle columns -1 health. So that's a triangle column. So right off the bat, we're losing some health. And that's, I put them both on triangle column. I probably shouldn't have done that. Let me fix that because I didn't think of how those would work. As usual, I did not look at the cards. So let's say instead they would have started here. That way I didn't have them both on triangles. Makes more sense. All right. Oh no, that's at the end of the turn. Sorry, we don't do that yet. That's at the end of our turn we would need to do that. So we just need to make sure we don't finish on a triangle. So we will start with Hazard. She will go first. If we want to get up here to this one, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we would want to strike, and we would only have 1 strike left. But we do have Drill Fist, Secure, which it really isn't important. Secure would be if we get dropped down, then we would. Just about to say that it doesn't happen, but you called it. Yeah. Thanks, Board Game Beard. Secure means that if we're falling, we could play this and it would stop us. Strike 1 and gain 1, which isn't going to help us yet. We don't have any discard. While activating, you may, if you have not moved, you get +1 to the strike. Okay, so if I didn't move, I was already there. It's actually kind of good. Then heads up, any climber may block 1. So I think we're just going to do the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way I go, even if I go through that. So we get 5 action points. I'm not going to tuck these cards. I'm just going to put them in the discard. Well, technically they're not discard. We're just going to play it down here that we played it. All right. So we get 5 action points. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1 action point left. So we'll just go ahead and hit this. Takes it down to 2. There we go. Now we discard. Because yeah, I don't think I want to do the. Well, actually, I can do it at any time. So I discarded. So can I do this after I discard? I would guess yes. So we do Drill Fist, strike again, and then we gain that card back. Or should I hang on to this in case? Well, we're not going to fall. This isn't going to make us fall. So we don't need the secure. And on the next turn, I could get +1 strike if I keep it, which is really the same as getting rid of it. I think I am. I think we're going to play this to get the +1 strike. Or to do 1 more strike. So I'll drop that to 1. And then we get this card back. I don't know if this goes to the bottom or the top. We gain. Yeah, let me see where we go. When we gain cards, does it go back in the top or the bottom? Mend, strike, rest, glide, jump. Let go, forage, grip. Okay, take the indicated number of cards randomly from your discard pile. You may look at them, then shuffle them. Okay, so we do need to shuffle. All right, so. All right, and then we need to resolve the threat, which means columns are going to take 1 damage. I can technically block that, so we'll go ahead and block that. And then we will resolve the threat, draw 3. All right. Then we are going to go to... Oh, no, that doesn't go up until we get all the way through. Sorry, that stays. Rage attack doesn't happen yet. All right, so now we are doing Fix's turn. All right, so Fix has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it does, and he goes through both a damage and a grip spot. So this would prevent us from losing grip. So that's good. I think we're going to do that. Relic Shield, when another climber suffers a threat effect, you suffered instead. No. Block 1 or prevent 1. Blight. Oh, perfect, right? So we can use this to get rid of that. That works correct. Great. But this blocks 2, and then I would get a strike 2. Unfortunately, that isn't going to happen because I'm not at a spot where I can strike. So I would need to take damage to block. So I could block the... Well, that's not damage, so I can't block that. So let's go our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do need to block that damage, or either block or I feel like 1 damage is fine. We'll take the 1 damage. All right. And then we're going to, we get +1 to our strike, but we have no AP left. So I can't strike because I need AP to strike. Hang on, maybe that's not what we want to do. Steve Colga, yeah, love this game. Yeah, I played it, like I said, I played it once before. But yeah, it's very much a puzzle. So maybe we don't do this one. Let's revert that, because I need to be able to strike. So let's play the 5 instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We would take a damage there. So I can prevent the damage. Block 1 or prevent 1. So we're going to block 1. So we don't take the damage. We do hit that, which means, unfortunately, we do need to get rid of a card. Then we're going to use our last action. Oh, here. We're going to play this to strike for 2. And then I get +1 strike. Because of my ability, so that would be, or no, I'm going to strike for 1. Sorry, I'm going to strike for 1, +1 of my ability makes it 2. Because I want to protect myself from the blight. So this gives me blight protection. I should not have discarded that yet. And then I have 1 action left, right? Oh, forgot I could do that. I have 1 action left. So let's just go ahead, and I started the blight protection, so we'll go ahead and use the last action to get rid of that. So we have cleared off 1. We have cleared off 1. All right. Oh, we forgot to reveal the threat. Sorry, I don't even know what I was doing because we forgot to reveal the threat. All right, so this is active. So, in a white zone, -1 health. In the red, -2 health, +1 injury. So hang on, does that mean... I take 1 damage every single one of these spots I went up? I might have to completely undo this entire turn since I didn't reveal that like I should have. Dang it. Actions, terrain. Where is their cards? Events. Specify target climber. Oh, the active climber. Sorry, the active climber. Climber taking their turn or highest, the climber farthest from the bottom row. Yeah. So it's the active climber. We'll need to... Oh, I needed to put my thing where the active climber started. Sorry, there we go. So the active climber is anything in this row, up and down, will take 2 damage. Anything on these 2 rows, I'm guessing, will take 1 damage. That's how I'm reading that? That's how I'm reading that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the 1 damage. All right. So resolve the threat. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. We're probably going to need to take a rest action here. We're down to 3. You got it. All right. I figured it out. There we go. That's a weird, the way that is kind of weird. And that's unfortunate, is like there's nothing in the thing for each boss that kind of explains their things, right? Each boss isn't really explained in detail. Like it talks about diagrams, timing conflicts, keywords. Oh, here we go. Leviathan. What are we doing? We're doing... Yeah. This one doesn't even... This Leviathan doesn't... Storm isn't even in here in the back. All Collector Deep, Forsaken Fury, Hive, Hunger, Tunneler, Twins, Tyrant, Vortex, Watcher. It's weird. Oh, special strike effects. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess they don't figure that's hard to figure out. Flip this back over. All right. Oh, limit once per each of your activations. Oh, so I don't even need this for that one. It's once per each of my activations. All right, so did all that. Drew my 3 cards. Yeah. So. All square columns will lose 1 health. So that's everybody. So unfortunately, he's going to lose health again. I don't want to be on the square column for there. All right, so back in my day, so he protection from everything pretty much. Any climber may climb 1. Swerve would protect me from the red, but I really just need to hit that is the key. Maybe come down here and get that mushroom. Daredevil, block 1, then after blocked effect resolves, climb 1, strike 1, or become focused. Becoming focused then allows us to use our skill. Oh, actually, I could not have hit that extra one, which is fine because I had 1 action. No, I could not have hit that extra. I forgot I did not have my focus yet. So this would actually still be 1. Yeah, because I did strike 1, and then I used my last action for a strike. Okay. Swerve is just a dodge. Let's see here. If I want to pick up the mushroom, I would need 1, 2, 3, but that would put me on a square, and I don't want to be on a square. So maybe I don't want the mushroom. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need 5 to get to that mushroom. I don't have 5. But I could swerve, so then I'd only need 1, 2, 3, swerve, pick that up. So I'd only need 3. Let's do the 3. Actually, the 3 protects me from everything now that I think about it, so it really doesn't matter. Right? 1, 2, 3, and then swerve to come up there. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to play swerve to go up here, pick us up a mushroom. So Hazard has a move 1 mushroom. So I do have 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that is it. The question is, do I want to move anywhere? No. That would make us lose grip. So, yeah. I'm going to save that movement. And dang it, I left myself on a square, though. We do have this block card. Can your other climber get out of the way with one of the cards to avoid the square? Am I resolving these too late? I think Steve just pointed out a good point. I think I've been doing both turns before resolving the activate climber. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be activating the climber. I think I'm supposed to be resolving the threat per climber. I think Steve just brought up a good point. Drop to 3. Your new cards are after. Ooh, yeah. So I've kind of messed that up twice now. Because this should have been after the one climber. Or no, I didn't because that was the second. This is the third one. You're right. I did it right. I'm thinking for whatever reason I did both climbers. Yeah, you're right. Well, the most I could do, mine I can block, but you're right. The green one I can't. I have no way to block for the green one. And I bet I can become focused, which is fine. So yeah, I have nothing that will get the green guy out of the way. Green guy's going to take more damage. Green guy's going to be probably having to mend on the next turn. Yep. So I'm going to hold on to that. So we're going to resolve the threat. So all columns take 1 damage. So we're going to play that to block 1. So the blue does not take damage. And then I can move, strike, or become focused. We will become focused because I can't do the other 2 items. And that one's going to take some damage. So, oh wow, we're going to be. This is the end of our hand. So his turn is basically going to be about healing and everything. Yeah, but okay, yeah. Player can play any card at any time for their bottom effect. Yeah. So, he's going to have to rest and mend. I mean, that's what I've got to do. All right, so whoever's the highest, which is this one, and whoever is closest to high, so both of them are going to have something bad happen. One's going to lose grip, which is both of us, and one of them's going to lose grip and healing. Oh, wow. So we're automatically losing 2 grip. Automatically losing 2 grip. All right, what do we got? Secure, apply +2 to your strike. I don't need +2. Any climber may apply +1 to their strike, which in a solo game just basically means yourself. Not today. Any climber may block 2 and gain 2. Okay, we definitely need this. We're definitely going to need this because we're going to lose 2 there. So I think we save this for when it activates. So then this one blocks and gains 2, loses 1. And then this one will still lose 1. So it should be a net 0, basically. All right, so we're going to hold on to that. I need a minimum of 3, 4 if I want to get rid of that. So I guess we'll do Old Trusty. We'll hang on to that for a minute. Old Trusty gives us 4 actions. So 1, which unfortunately means we are taking some blight. Second action, we're going to heal 2. And then 3, 4, we're going to rest. Oh no, I can't rest. Hang on, I can't rest. I'm not on a platform to rest. So I actually need 2 actions to get up there. So let me rethink this. So I need to go 1, 2, and then resting would be 2 more. So that'd be 3, 4. That'd be all 4. Yeah, that's what I got to do. 1, 2. Right, so 7. There. And then this doesn't do me any good. I can only apply it to a strike, but I can't strike because I have no action points left. Yeah. So I think that's where we're at. That's where we're stuck. All right. All right. So we discard that. Resolve the threat. -1 to the highest and -1 grip. So instead we're going to block. Not today. So any climber may block 2. We're blocking 1. This, I guess, would have happened first. And then, yeah, we lost 1 grip. And then we played this to block. Then we gained 2. 1, 2. Lots of shuffling going on. And then we are going to lose 1 grip for Fix. Fix is losing 1. All right. All right. So resolve threat. Draw 3. 2 more. All right. And the last threat for this round. Whoever has the most health loses 2 health and is pushed down 1. Well, that's not good. All right, so we have Daredevil, block 1, then after it... Okay, so this was the one where you could strike and do stuff. So I think we're going to need that, because we're going to need to block. Is the deck specific to the monster? The characters are just for every game. So this is specific to the monster, to the Leviathan. These decks are specific to your characters. There's like usually 2 cards, some only have 1 card. And then the class, so Roughneck. So it's very specific to those. Now, if I was playing 2-handed... you would mix their 2 cards in with a class each, so you have a lot more options. Any climber may block 1. So both of them are going to allow me to block. The problem is this is going to make me go down 1, which will make me fall until I hit a platform if I go through a platform. And apply +1 to my strike. So, I think we'll go up there, because if I go up here and we block, we'll get to do another strike on it. So let's do this. We're going to do 3. So we're going to do 1, 2, which does make us lose 1. And then we are going to the fall is going to make us come down here, which is fine. Then we're going to strike. We're going to get +1 to our strike. So that gives us 2. Right? And that's it. That's all we can do. Yeah, that's all we can do. All right? So whoever has the most health, -2, we're going to block 1. And then we are going to strike for 1. And then we do get pushed down 1. And then that pushes 2. So that actually makes us take another damage. Oh, that made us take more damage than I thought it was going to make us take. That was way more damage than I thought it was going to make us take. All right. So, resolve threat. 1, 2, 3. Draw back to 3. You're down to 2 cards. He gets to rest. He's going to have to rest again. I've never played this solo mode. So, to prevent us from running out, which will call us to fall, I can only play 2 cards on Fix's turn. Well, no, I can have Fix rest again. Yeah, so now we are at the end of the round, so we're going to shuffle and deal the new roll. I'm going to increase that. One, 2. So right now we don't have any enraged cards. We're still good there. Admittedly, never played this in solo mode. Yeah, it's different. I think I don't know if it adds more complexity or more of a challenge or not, to be honest. All right, so this is on Fix. Whoever has the most health is going to lose 2 health and get pushed down again. Ugh. Which is currently actually fixed, to be honest. Which will then make him go through the platform, take damage, and fall all the way to the bottom. Let me double check that. You get pushed, I think you do fall. I think I was right. I think when you get pushed, you fall. Let's see here. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. First push. Push X. Move your figure to number space in indicated direction. After push resolves, remember to suffer applicable terrain effects for all entered spaces. Oh, no, so we don't fall. We just get pushed. All right, so hang on. So I still would have taken the damage, but I only get pushed one. I don't fall. It doesn't push me. The only time I would fall is if it pushed me off the map. Like if it would have pushed me over here, there's no grip space, so I would have fallen. Okay. We'll get this taken care of. All right, so what do we need to do with Fix? Dang it, Fix has got to rest again. Fix pretty much has to rest. Because Fix is going to take two damage as well. If I can block 2. So we're good. Let's do that. We're going to block 2. And after the effect resolves, we're going to be able to strike 2. So I think we want to go up 1. Because then it's just going to drop us back down. So we only need to go up 1. We're going to strike 2 for free. And then we have razors. We have 4 actions or 3 actions. So if I go 1... strike for 2. I think we're going to do the 3. So we're going to do the 3, so we can move up 1. We're going to strike for 2. Oh no, hang on. Forgot, we needed to rest. Let's do this instead. So we're going to rest for 2. Which allows us to get 7 cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is technically our whole deck, which is good. Shuffle that back. So do 2. So that was 2, 3. We're going to strike for 1. So that's 4. I can't hit harder because I'm not focused. Yeah, so that's it. I was trying to say any climber can climb 1, but oh, technically I could play this. Let's go ahead and do that now. Any climber can climb 1 to get her set up, get Hazard set up so she's right where she needs to be on the next turn. All right, resolve the effect. We're going to block 2. And then after the block effect is resolved, which it just did, we are going to do 2 strike. Then we do the push 1, which puts us back down on the platform. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. All right, so now the highest. So she's going to lose 1, and this is that same situation where we're going to lose 2 grip. Unless I have the don't lose grip card. I do not have the lose grip card. So, definitely need to heal. We do have block. We do have shake it off block. For that. So we only need to do 1 strike here. And we can move over here. There's no way I can get lower. I can let go. If I want to get lower, I could actually move over 1, let go, and then Fix would take the damage. +1 to a strike. I don't need that. I do have the block 1, and then I can strike. Let's do this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the 3. I just saw this. I'm going to do the 3. Yeah, I want to do the 3 because I want to make sure I'm good here. So 1. And that's not going to get me where I need to. 2, 3. I need 4. Well, no, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah. So 1 was that. 2, 3. I'm going to do swerve, which moves me over 1 to this one. So I'm currently protected for striking that. All right. So now we're going to go in here. The highest, which is this one, is going to lose a health. I'm going to play the block, so I don't lose a health. After I would have lost a health, I'm going to strike. So that goes there. We do need to lose 1 grip. And then the closest to the highest, which is this one, is going to lose 1 grip. All right. And draw back up 3. 1, 2, 3. Fix is nothing but Fix is just my recovery person, it seems, because I keep having to do that on every turn. Just recover. All right, so Swift. So Swift means, oops, did I flip that wrong? I did. Ooh, let's say we're not on green yet. So Swift, when we flip this over, Swift means that it happens first before we take our turn. So that's bad. That's bad. All right. So. All right, we know we have to rest, so we know we're going to lose 2 for that. I want to come back down here, so I can either block the damage or block this. Because I only need 1 hit, so it'd be 2, 3, 4. It's not enough to do the hit. 2, 3, 4, not enough to. Okay, so I have to do this one. So any climber. Well, no, it's 5. So we're going to do 2 to get 7 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not shuffling these. That's fine. All right. All right. And then that was 2, 3, 4. And we were protected because we had that. And then for our 5th, we're going to do the last strike. No, I didn't need, sorry, I didn't know I had this card. Sorry, let's do that one. And we would same difference. But now we don't take the damage either way. And then we're using this instead, which allows me to do strike 1 plus protection. I should have done that card instead. All right. And then any climber may block 2 and gain 2. Triangle, so we will be able to use that on this turn. So all triangle columns, this is triangle column, is going to take 1 damage. We will use our block 2 to gain 2. I'm probably doing something wrong with the discarding, guarantee it. That's the problem. My little turn track doesn't say when you discard. And I think it should. All right, and 1, 2, 3. Giant cuddle stone bone snake just wants to walk all over civilization. He's like, give me a hug. Give me a hug. I just want to be your friend. All right. What bad thing's going to happen this time? All squares. It's a square. And then this, unfortunately, is block 2, but it is not block 2 for everybody. It's just block 2 for the active player. So that is not good. I think we're going to have to do this one. Gives us 4 and protects us. So we'll just do 4 strikes. Yeah. It's kind of a dangerous place to be, though. Well, they're not pushing us, right? We're not going to fall. That's fine. I could use my move 1 to go here to get me a step closer to going up in the next turn, which is safer than going here. So I think we'll use the move 1 to just get ourselves right there. Yep. All right. So, all square columns take 1 damage. Problem is I have a block 2. Then after resolve a strike 2. Problem is there's nothing for him to strike. I think we're just going to take the damage. All right. All right, draw to 3. And the last one for this round is that stupid up and down. So the active player is fix. So we don't want to be in any of these 3 rows, basically. Otherwise, we're taking damage. So, fix. We need to get up here, right? So he's pretty much just going to be climbing. The problem is I need to get off to the side. I guess the 5, because that's the only way I'm going to get off, right? Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, he can't. He can't unless he gets there. I think I'm going to have to take the 1 hit. Because either that or I'm going to go through... Well, no, I can go through red and not take a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can get to there, but again, that's still in that row. I need, like... there's no path for him on this side. 1, 2, 3... Oh, no, sorry. I forgot there's a dot right there I'm missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go here. I could pick up the mushroom on the way. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would still have to discard a card there. Or I keep the block to get 2 cards back. Could do that. Yeah, because this isn't going to do me any good because I can't strike. So we'll do this. We'll go 1, 2, pick that up. 3, 4, 5. I keep forgetting I also have jump, which costs more. Do have jump. And then I have glide. So actually, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go this way instead. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. We'll go that way instead. Because then we can jump up to here to get that one. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot we can glide. So like here I can go 1, 2 and glide down at an angle. All right. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. All right. So the resolve threat, I'm going to take 1 damage, but instead we're going to do block 2 to gain 2 grip. I don't know much about baseball, but doesn't it cap at 3 strikes? 3 strikes, you're out. All right. 1, 2. Let me just use my token. No. Let's use the token instead of a rest later. 1, 2, 3. All right. End of the round. We are now going to have a bad card. All right. So this one will be green. I think it's the first card. I don't think I get to choose which card I do. Health, blight, grip. Shuffle Neil New threat row, advance a marker, and enrage cards from left to right. Okay, so it is from left to right. Left and right, first card. All right, Steve's got me. First card. All right, so. All right, first enrage card. Oh, swift, meaning it happens automatically based on the active player. Oh, that just blows. So it's automatically going to happen. It's the active player. So the 1 isn't happening, but this is going to happen, which is +1 or +2 blight and an injury card. I don't think I can stop that. I don't think there's any way to stop that, right? You can't block blight. Play cards only for the bottom effect. Before Swift. Oh, before Swift happens. So Swift happens no matter what. Yeah, so this is automatically going to... Oh, that hurts. And our injury is distracted. You cannot become focused. Remove this injury if any other climber within range 4 of you discards a skill card without resolving its effect. So this is our only... That's our only focus. That is our only focus. That sucks. That sucks. All right, so this already resolved, so we will whoop, put that there. All right, so we are trying to get here, which we do have the protection. I just don't have the movement to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 to get that far up. So this seems like it's going to be a climbing. I needed to mend anyways, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll climb and then we'll do some mending, I guess. Apply +1 to strike doesn't help because I'm not going to be able to strike. Any climber may climb 1, so that would give me 4. Secure, add +2 to my strike. Again, I can't strike. The mushroom is only yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would get me here or here. But I want to heal. So 1, 2, 3 maybe. And then use 4 to heal. Let's see, where are they going to go? 1, 2, it would take 3. Or, yeah, 1. 1, and they would take 3 to jump 2. So that right there is going to be 4 just to get here. Which means they're not going to be able to strike unless I draw the 5. No, and even the 5 I wouldn't be able to strike. And that's 2 damage. That's nasty. I think I do want to leave this card for fix. Because I'll need that because I'm going to go through a yellow and a red. So we'll leave this for fix. I think we will use the 4. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, and mend 1. And that's just because her blight, that she took that 2 blight. And we'll just keep the +1 strike, I guess, too. All right. Resolve the threat. We didn't need to because it resolved at the beginning. Yay! All right. Draw 1 more card. All right. Whoever has the most health is going to lose 2 and get pushed down 1, which is now not good because that pushed me back down 1 from where I was just because she healed. All right, so we want this. We already know we need that, right? So we're going to go 1 and then jump 2, 3. So that's pretty much it. Secure when another climber suffers a threat effect you suffered instead. I definitely don't want that because that means I'll get pushed down 1. So the question is, I think we need to keep this for Hazard because if Hazard's going to come up here, Hazard's going to gain more blight and we're losing 2 health right now. Yep. That's it. That's all we can do. So now we got to do that. Oh, one tip the designers mentioned is when they resolve Swift, they put the target circle on the card as a visual reminder not to resolve it again. Yeah. So that's, I saw that in somebody's playthrough. I forget who. Maybe it was Meet Me at the Table. I don't remember that they did that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, that kind of sucks. All right, so Hazard, she is going to take 2 damage because I mean, I could block one. I don't think I have to resolve everything on this card, right? I mean, well, she's playing it, so she's suffering the effect. Oh, no, he's doing it. So I can't block one on her because this doesn't say block anybody. It would actually go to him, and then I'm falling back down. I don't want to do that. So, not what I want. So we're going to lose 2. We're going to fall 1. All right. All right. All right. So whoever has the highest will lose 1 hit point, 1 grip, and she would just lose 1 grip. So I think we're back where we were before. I think I need to do... I do have Razor's Edge, which would get me here. So if I do the 3, 1, 2, Razor's Edge here, and then 3 would attack 1. But I don't have... I won't be doing extra damage. Actually, let me use her since I had it. Let me just... Since I can't use it later. I don't know why I was keeping that. It's based on that. We would have just got rid of a card to block that. Actually, hang on. That would have happened before, which means now I don't have Razor's Edge. That would happen before I drew the card. Dang it. Now I don't have Razor's Edge. All right, so that might change what I was going to do. I have 5, which will block. Yeah, that works. 5 works. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get her set up for another round. All right, and then for 5, we will heal. She is not the highest, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. All right. So the highest, which is fix, is going to lose 1. And we discard 1. And then the next highest is just going to lose grip. Which now means, oh, we're in trouble. Luckily, fix has this token. Good thing I have that token. Because we only have 1 card right now. And if we have to draw, we fall. We both don't want to fall. That's a lot of climbing to go back up again. Yeah, so let's see what happens next. After watching Dukes of Hazzard, one thing I know is a hazard should know how to jump. Yes. All right. So everybody in the square. So we're... Dang it. I'm going to be in a square because I want to hit that. Takes 1 damage. And this one, we're both of them are in squares. Dang it. So we have any climber may block 1, so we kind of need to keep that to block for hazard. So she doesn't get hit. And then we have this, which would block 1 for fix. So all I have is the 3. And I'm going to have to use 2 of that. Should be 1, 2, 3. Or do I heal 1? Alright, so we're going to use our token. We have to use our token. We have to get 2 cards back. There's no question about it. We need at least 1 so we can do a draw. But that does make it bad for hazard because she's going to have to do the same thing. So we're going to go 1, take a damage, 2, heal, and 3, oh no, I can't block. Both people can't block. I can't have both blocked because I've only got 2 cards. I can only block 1. So instead, let's do 3. We're gonna heal a second time because I'm gonna let Fix take the damage. Yeah. All right. So everybody in square columns takes damage. So I almost feel like that was a waste to even move Fix then. But I couldn't do anything else. I mean, I could move over here, but I'd still take damage, and then I'd come back and take another damage. That's what it is. All right, so any climber can block 1. So Hazard doesn't take any damage, and then I have to keep this card so that I'm going to take damage. This is the way it is. Fighting a snake, just say no fangs when they try to bite you. Swiper, no swiping. I know that's something different. All right. So last one, all triangle columns. Well, we're technically both safe from that. So we do have a jump. I'll need to jump her over here, which is going to cost us 3. And then I need to rest, which is going to cost 2. We don't have enough. I do have this, which would give me an swerve would give me an extra movement. No, but I'd still need 5 because I need 3 to jump. I can't let go. If I let go, I'm coming all the way to the bottom. I could... Oh, hang on. I could glide 1 and then drop, and then it would just make me drop down to here. So that'd be that. Yeah, that'd only be 1, and I'd fall here, and then 2, 3 would allow me to heal, or allow me to rest. So what can I do with my 4th? My 4th one, I guess I heal? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So which one of these do I want to do? That's going to put me in the triangle, though. Dang it. I just can't win. She's going to take a damage. Or I swerve. So if I use the swerve, then I'm going to swerve over here and fall anyways, right? Or I could... No, I can't glide there. I'd have to go up. I can't go up any higher. I was thinking, can I glide over to here, but I can't. Oh... I could swerve. All the swerve does is swerve is going to save me an action and get me down here. And then if I use 2 to heal and 2 to 2-2, just picked up Lucita from ballet, so a 2-2. That's the joke for me. Not a joke for you. Then I would be able to heal 2 and I'd be able to rest. And then that'd give me 2, and then I take 1 damage, which is fine, I guess, better than nothing. So let's play the pommel. Yeah, because the problem is I can't have this one fall, right? Because when you fall, you go down to the next platform. We lose our grip, we fall. So we're gonna play for 4. We're gonna play swerve to go over here, which then causes us to fall. We're going to hold on to that. Then we're going to heal for 2. And then we're going to rest and get 7 back. All right. This is not going the way I wanted to. This is supposed to be quick. It's taking me forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. And resolve. She takes 1. He's good. All right. Now we're going to have 2 enraged cards. We're running out of turns. So there's 5 total rounds. And we're on round, or no, I'd say 5 rounds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds total that you can have. Oops. And we need to do 2. All right. Oops. Sorry. I didn't see what that card said, so it's not like it's helping me any. I didn't pay attention. All right, so whoever has the least blight gets +1 blight and -1 health. Then push down 1, and they get an injury. Oh, that is horrible for fix. Because that's going to go here. So I need to... All right, well, we have this. We're good. We're good. We have the prevent 1 blight for fix. We're good. So we don't have to worry about that. All right, so. Fix needs to take out that crystal. Which I can do with either 1. But he is going to get... Oh, the problem is he's going to get pushed down 1. Which is going to basically put him to here. That's a big climb. That's a big climb. And he gets an injury. Sucks. Action heroes need a whip, grappling hook, or lasso. So now there are, David, there are other characters, right? And there is one of the classes is like the gadgeteer or something. And they have a bunch of gadgets. And I think that is one of the ones they have is like a grappling hook. So you can go like at angles. So there's like a lot of variety, even in just the core box. I think the core box has like 5 or 6 characters and 5 or 6 classes. And then if you get the first expansion, I think it added 1 more class, 1 more character. And then I'm imagining the new expansion is similar. There's probably 1 more and 1 more. And it's all mix and match, right? So you have lots of variability. Each one of these has, I forget how many bosses. 7, 8, 9, 14. I say bosses. It's not really a boss battler. People call it a boss battler, but it's really not. There's 17. Yeah, there's 17 total Leviathans in this, and then there's the expansion book 2. The first expansion had how many more? Had 7 more, and I imagine the new expansion has 7 more. So that's a lot. 30 total Leviathans, and I don't know what we're going to be up to, like 10 characters and 10 classes that can all be mixed and matched. All right, back to what he's going to do. I need him to hit for 3. Unfortunately, it's the 3 that I don't need to hit with. So let's keep this. A climber may climb 1 for, yeah. Although, no, I'll need this for her turn so she can, so she can get up there and not worry about those 2 things. So we're definitely keeping that. Do this. We have our block for our event, so we're good there. So we're going to do 3 strikes. You're out. That was our entire turn. All right. So activate the threat. We are going to play this to block 1. So that means we're not taking the damage. We can block 1 or prevent 1 blight. The net result is the same. So I'm going to, and I can heal. So I think we're going to take the damage because we can heal. Yeah. The push 1 still happens though. The push 1 still happens. Dang it. All right. Push 1 still happens. And we take a injury. You cannot choose other climbers for any climber effects. Move this injury if another climber chooses you for any climber of effect. Okay, so yeah. Where's my? I guess I'm gonna put my discard down here now. Well, that sucks. 1, 2, 3. All right. Next. So whoever is the highest, which is currently going, well, it will be Hazard in the end of the day. is going to lose 2 and a grip, and then and then lose 1 and a grip. Ooh. That's horrible for solo, because it's your 2 characters. You're always going to take both of those damages. I have 3 cards, which means we're going to be down to 1, meaning we need to rest. We need to rest. All right. So, do we have a block? I do have a block 1. Ooh, that'll be great, because I can block and then I'm going to be able to strike that last one. Oh no, I need. And then I can do the anti-climber to block 1 fix, which will get rid of that injury. Yeah, that works. All right, so we're gonna do the 3. 1, 2, 3. We ignore that. We're also protected from blight for this turn. That's all I can do. We're going to resolve this. We're going to play our block 1. So we do still take 1 damage. And then we do lose 1 of those. And then closest highest, we'll take 1 damage. We'll play the other block. Oh no, this is going to make us fall. So I have 2 cards. This is going to make us fall. It's going to put me all the way back down to the bottom. It's going to put both of them all the way back down to the bottom. I don't think that the only way for me not to is not to block. Yeah, because I only have 1 card and I have to draw that card. All right, so I couldn't block. Couldn't block. Which means we're not getting rid of the paranoid. And that's it. So then draw to 3. So Fix is now going to need to go rest. Because, yeah. Bad stuff happens. Alright. And he's going to take damage. I don't know, man. So 1, 2, 3 would get me here. Doing that would cause me to take 1 damage. I need to get over here anyways. I was going to go down to this one because I could do a free fall just to get there. But now that's going to take 1 damage and defeats my entire thing. So if we go 1, 2, 3, but then we need 2 to rest. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I have secure, so Fix wouldn't fall. Well, no, Fix wouldn't fall anyways if he ended up there. So it would just be Hazard would fall. I've tried to get to that stupid crystal like 3 times now. I need some polygrip for improved grip strength. Yes. You have some polygrip? That should be one of the cards. One of the cards should be called polygrip. They'd have to kind of change the verbiage a little bit. 1, 2, 3. So I could do 4 and allow myself to heal. The secure is not going to help me now. I wish I had one with the red, so then I wouldn't take this 1 damage. Yeah, I have to do 4 because I have to heal. I don't know if I can block this damage. I don't remember if I can block the red damage. Where is the red damage? Harmful. When you enter harmful terrain, lose 1. Activating. If your chosen has that, you're protected from matching effect. This does not apply to effects like threat cards. Falling. Where's block? Use your skill. Where is block? Block X. When you would lose health or grip, or if you would be pushed, reduce the amount by X to a minimum of 0. You can split the block by... Oh, wait a minute. I can use that to prevent grip, too. I've not been doing that. Block cannot prevent... Okay, well, I knew it couldn't prevent the blight, but it can prevent grip. I didn't realize that. So it says anytime I would lose health. So I can block that. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do the 4. We're going to do 1. Then we're going to do the block to prevent that. After the block takes effect, we can become focused. All right. So that was 1, 2, 3. We're going to use 4 to heal. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to resolve the effect. Nothing happens because we were good. And then we're going to draw 3. We cannot draw 3. So we are going to lose grip. Let me make sure we follow lose grip correctly. Empty hand. In the case in the start of activation with no cards in hand. How would you start? I guess, how would you start with no cards in hand? Page 10 is falling. So falling. Common to start falling. You enter an open space. You're out of grip. Your deck is empty. This applies immediately and at all. Oh. Oh, that applied immediately. I thought it was when I needed to draw. Well, no, it does. It says draw, and then it says see falling. Use a Y instead of an I to make a joke about holding on your teeth. for the polygrip, yeah. You may choose not to draw the last card from your deck. If so, you will have 3 or fewer cards in hand, but you will not start falling. Okay, so in that previous turn, I could have just not. If your deck runs out while drawing, you do not reshuffle it. Instead, you fall. So I should have left this 1 card there. So that's what it means by not having any in your hand. So let's see now with the falling. When do I reshuffle my deck? I guess I don't. I guess the only way to reshuffle my deck is by resting. I thought I'd get my deck back. I don't. So, well, that sucks. All right, so we're not going to draw. Because we didn't draw, we get 2 AP. All right, yeah, we're not going to draw. I think this is a loss. I don't think I'm going to make it another round. Because I get 2 AP, which is basically enough to do a rest. I can't do a rest because Hazard is not on a location to rest. Meaning that Hazard will automatically take 1 damage. And so will Fix. Fix would be able to rest on their turn. So I have 2 AP. I could... Like, it's a waste if I don't use the 2 AP. Well, I guess we'll use the 2 AP to mend, I guess. 1, 2 is all I can do. Right? Alright. And then all columns. So lost one, lost one. We're not going to draw again. Now it's all triangle, which we're safe this time. So we only have 2 AP because we did not draw. So we're going to do the rest because we are at least on a platform. Thought they said there's, well, they're strong in terms of, I think again it was a bad decision because all of the cards are very attacky. David, if I would have looked, I should have gotten maybe more of the support. Because I think the support allows you to, what are the third things? Mobility allows us to move, and we've got bad mobility. Support, I think, allows us to heal, and we have bad support. Power is going to let us hit things, but we can't hit things if we can't get to them, right? If we can't get to where we need to be, we can't hit things. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so this is to our discard. Hey, we're finally going to be able to draw cards again. All right, I forgot that you don't have to draw your last card. Because if you do, I should have immediately fallen. I didn't remember that. 1, 2, 3. Although I think earlier I did the same thing. I think I ran out of cards earlier and I didn't fall. If I would have remembered, I would have left the 1 card in there. But that's fine. That's fine. It's what it is. It wouldn't be one of my playthroughs if I didn't screw up. Okay, so we are on... We activate that. Nothing happened. We are on... Running out of rounds too, guys. Yeah, I still think this is probably going to be a loss no matter how we do it. We are up to 3 bad cards. Stop. Dang it, Will. Stop that. Alright. So, the swift and active... This actually might make us lose the game. Because this is on hazard. So, I don't understand why they have this other option, because this is what's going to happen. I mean, I guess if your people were right next to each other. So, we are in the middle of the thing, so we are immediately going to gain 2 blight. That sucks. And 1 injury. You cannot gain blight protection. Remove this injury if you rest while activating with a blight card. Now, with the injuries, can you have more than 1 injury? Can you have more than 1 injury? Defeat, grip. Injury. Certain games, plus 1 injury, they have to draw a card from the injury deck and place it near your board. Each injury applies its effects in your... Yep. When it has the word each, that means you're going to get them all. So that kind of sucks. A lot. Because she basically can't hit that. So now I'm forced to rest, and I can't rest with an appropriate card. I could jump. Can I jump at an angle? Can I jump? Can I jump at an angle? Jump. Move directionally within 2 spaces or that. Okay, so yeah, you can jump any direction. So I would jump up here and then I could let go to end up here on the subsequent turn. Or I could jump. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. 4 would get me up to this crystal. And then I could use Drill Fist to at least strike it once. I need to heal. This is deadly. So I could go 1, 2, 3. No matter what, I'm going to do this. I think I have to use Drill Fist. So that way I don't lose any grip. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to... Oh no, we only have what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 cards. But we'll have more cards on our next turn to rest. So I think we will let go, which is a free action. So we did 3, and then we get 1 more. So we will heal. And then we do have the any climber block 1, but that's not going to help us because it doesn't help us. Yeah. We'll see how this works. I don't think that's going to help me, but we'll find out. All right. The highest, nope. That's it. That's going to be game over. Because paranoid, I can't play this any climber card. So I say it's game over. I need to get fix higher than hazard. Because hazard's still going to lose 1. Yep. All right. Okay. So, to get higher than her, I'd need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll take 1 damage. Which, well, it's game over no matter what. I can't do it. Because I'd only, well... Because yeah, I would take 1 damage here. Well, no, I can block. Oh, this is gonna be rough. All right, let's see if I can do it. All right, so we do 4. 1, 2, block, 3, 4. All right, and then the highest is gonna take 2. We're gonna block 1. Takes 1, and we lose grip. And the second highest is going to lose 1. Lose grip. Yeah, this is a bad combination of people. Use grill, fist, and barbecue your enemies. Flambe. All right, and then we get to draw 3. We only have 2, so we're going to be drawing 1. Or we can draw 0. I think we're going to draw 0. No, we'll draw 1. Draw 1. Draw 1. All right. Okay. All right, so Swift, all square columns. That's game over. That's game over. Because blue is in a square column and the 1 card. Oh, no, hang on. Never mind. Sorry. Oh no, wait a minute. It's plus this, and you can't block that. Well, and even if I could block it, she can't get protection. So, yep, that was it. That was where we ended up after all this. So we're going to go ahead and give my quasi first impressions. Again, this is the second time I played it, but we'll go ahead and go over at least what I think of components, mechanics, all that stuff, just so you guys know. So first thing is the components. I do have the deluxe version, so I did back this on Kickstarter. This was not provided as a preview copy, so I do have the deluxe edition that I backed on Kickstarter. Whether that affects your opinion or not, so be it. The publisher, I have reached out to the publisher. Publisher is going to, when they can, send me the prototype for the new expansion. So again, if you think that impacts you at all in terms of my opinion, okay. Components, but no, I like the deluxe components. I mean, the only thing I know about the regular components is that everything is cardboard instead of the plastic or acrylic. Like the mushrooms are acrylic in the deluxe version. These are translucent clear in the deluxe version versus just plain red. The meeples are standard. The dice are a pearlescence type dice instead of the regular dice. So all good quality upgrades in the deluxe. The standard edition, these player boards, I don't know if you guys saw, are triple layered player boards. I guess they're dual. Yeah, they're dual layered. So you actually have a cavity here because that's where you're supposed to put your action cards. And then this is dual layer right for your character and dual layered for your focus token, your track. Love dual layer boards. They've not done, I mean, I'm in Florida. And they've not really started warping or bending at all. I think I have the not say smelly good things, the dehumidifier things in there. But yeah, I'm impressed with all the components. I love books. So book type games are easier to set up, easier to get to the table. The box, I've got everything in the core box where there's spots for it. The new expansion definitely is not going to fit in that box. That's neither here nor there. I know they don't plan for that. They may have a big box in the future. I have seen somebody, what they did is they unspiral bound the book, right? They unspiral bound it. And I think they were able to get both books into one spiral. So I don't know if you'd be able to get 3 books in one spiral. If not, probably could buy spirals online. That would be what I would prefer. I'd like to put all my books together, just so then you only have one book. But that definitely wouldn't fit in the existing insert. Next is the mechanics. So the mechanics is a very unique card play. And it's dual use cards, so I like that. Each round you can anticipate what the boss is going to do, which is nice. So you're going to see what they're going to do to you, so you can try to get away from that. Unfortunately, there are, as the game escalates, which is another nice thing, as the game escalates and you get more of these enraged cards, because we've not helped it quick enough, I get, because again, we're trying to help these Leviathans, we're not trying to kill them. Those Swift cards start coming out, and that's really been what hurt me this last round, is 2 of them had Swift, and there's no planning around that. Now, if you had one of your abilities, right, then maybe I could have done my Shake It Off and block. That wouldn't have helped because I would have discarded my last card and I would have dropped. But the multi-use card is neat. The deck being a negative and knowing when to take time to rest adds a lot of, like, you have to plan that out and strategize. Because you have to be able to get to one of those platforms as well. So in a couple of turns, like with Fix, I was spending my entire turn just to rest, right? And that does feel kind of bad, because it's like, well, I just wasted my entire turn to get my deck back, because the deck, there is no reshuffle mechanic. In multiplayer, you would just get your whole deck back. In solo, you only get 7 of your cards back, so it keeps you on that timer. And that's probably, too, the reason you only get 7 back is because they're probably anticipating you have 1 card in play and maybe 1 card or 2 cards in hand. 1 hour and 25, not including setup and teardown today. Yeah, and that's, again, rusty on the rules and all. That probably added a good 15-20 minutes. Me talking to you guys adds a little bit of time. Going over the overview probably added a little bit of time. So probably about an hour. Most playthroughs I've seen have been between 40 minutes to an hour. Yeah, but I mean, that's the mechanics. I mean, you're trying to climb up, you're trying to do the damage. You have the blight, so again, you have to plan out your attacks of when you're going to have a card that's going to allow you to attack that, so you don't take the blight. You have that crossing of paths thing as an in-game trigger as well, right? If you ever take so much damage or so much blight to make them cross, which is how I just lost the game. So it's all, each little piece is very well done in the puzzle. It's just figuring out what you want to do. And I think where, for me, in the mechanics, and maybe not necessarily the mechanics, but the way that I did it was a bad matchup of characters and the card, the class that I chose. So that kind of hurt me because I didn't give myself enough variability. And that kind of also leads into the, not necessarily the Funny 2 or solo, but in solo, you're using that shared deck. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Some people like true solo. Even in this one, I don't feel like I was playing true solo. I really felt like I was playing 2 separate characters. So I think the way most people have played, where they play with both decks, 1 for each, is probably better. And it's probably easier too, because now you have 2 classes with 2 sets of abilities. You also have 2 decks, right? So now you're not worried about one person having to take their entire rest action to be able to get any cards for the next player to go. And then same thing is, if one person's deck runs out, only they fall, right? So you can try to calculate that one person to be in a position to make them fall. Whereas with true solo, you kind of can't always anticipate that, oh, I need to make sure that I'm over top of a platform, so I'll fall down to the platform on my turn. So I would say, you know, if we the difficulty, right, and the fun at 1, the solo, however I want to do this, because I'm kind of mixing them all together, is I would play it 2-handed. I don't think, if I'm going to play this again, I'm going to play it 2-handed. So when I get the Prototype, I'll play it two-handed because I think that is probably an easier game if you're talking about difficulty. Similarly, I think it's more fun that way. I don't remember my first playthrough if I played true solo or if I played two-handed. I think I played true solo on that one as well. I don't remember if I won either, so it's what it is. I don't track my wins. I think the second thing when it comes to difficulty are your bosses, right? There are, like I said, there are 14 bosses in this book. They go up to a level 4 difficulty. You also have your classes. Different classes have different difficulties, so this is a difficulty 2 class. I don't remember... Yeah, even the characters have a difficulty. This is a difficulty 1 character. This is a difficulty 1 character, which is why I selected them. They're both difficulty 1s. So even that will change your overall difficulty of the game. Now, I think the difficulty on the characters and the classes is more how difficult they are to understand to play, not that they're making the game more difficult. Now, most more advanced characters are going to make it easier because now you have more advanced abilities. So I don't know how that would swing the game one way or the other. Fun at 2, have not played as a co-op. I could see this as being a fun little co-op game, and we like co-op games. You're traveling up. We like boss battlers. So I think this would be fun at 2. Again, at solo, I enjoyed it. It's a fun little puzzle, but I think it's a little bit too hard for my liking. I want to feel like I have a chance, and again, and maybe it's just bad setup. If somebody let me know down, maybe it was just bad setup. I chose 2 bad characters. I chose a bad class. If I would have chosen different ones, it would have been slightly easier because I would have had some healing and stuff. But I think a lot of times, even the healing stuff, sometimes it's like you got to be right next to each other. And if you want to split out to get it, not so optimal. I think at 2 or playing two-handed will be more enjoyable. Because I think it'll give you a lot more options. And like I said, the negatives of the true solo aren't going to be there to make it slightly easier. I'd say the difficulty is remembering that you have some of these cards that says any hero may, and knowing that you can play that on that other character's turn. That's very similar to like Marvel Champions, right? Marvel Champions, sometimes you have a card that allows you to play to the other player. So that would be it. David says, yeah, next time choose support. Yeah, I think next time. So when I do the prototype, I don't know what's in the prototype in terms of characters, but whatever it is, I think I will do 1 support and 1 power, and then I'll make sure that both of them have a class that kind of complements that. Last thing is the theme. So the theme is you are a bunch of climbers. You are trying to protect and help these leviathans. I think it is thematic. I like the theme. I like the fantasy, thematicness. There actually is a card. I forgot to read the card, but there is a card you can read as an introduction. And then if you win, you get to read the conclusion. So there is actual flavor text as well, which helps with the theme. And the whole time where you're doing it, all the mechanics and all the things that you're doing are thematic to what you're trying to accomplish, right? Clearing the blight off of the crystal. So I think the theme is very good in this, in the way that the mechanics work, and in terms of being an enjoyable theme of what you're trying to accomplish. So I do enjoy the theme as well. But there we go. That is Leviathan Wilds. Again, they do have a new expansion down on Kickstarter. There is a link down below. Don't know how long from the point that I'm posting this. I think it's like a 30-day campaign. It could be a 20, could be a 14. I don't know. Click the link down below. If you want to watch more playthrough of Leviathan Wilds, let me know down in the comments. If you want to watch the prototype, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you know when I post that video, or technically go live and you can come out and join the chat like everybody did today. And let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I make rule mistakes. I've already got to put a rules clarification in there at the very beginning. With that said, guys, I got to go grab me some lunch, and then I get back to work. So until next time, peace.